morning. Hope you're doing well. So what is this channel about? I'm currently developing an app. It's a client-server app. So there's a native app that connects to the server. And I'm doing all this in Go. I'm doing the backend in Go and the front end currently too. For the front end, I'm currently using Fyne, the GUI framework in Go. But this might have to change. So this is just a prototype, and I want to show you how far this prototype is. It's not very far, it's in early alpha actually. So here is the program. I can build it. Well, it was already built, so it's not doing anything. Then if I start it, you see here some random user. It's in mobile format for testing. Of course, you can make this larger on a desktop. But it's designed for a mobile platform first. So this is a test user. The image is randomly generated. The name is randomly generated. Everything is random here. And the idea is that if you start the app, you will be assigned such a user. It's just some random profile, and you can use it right away. And that's, in my opinion, really the cool thing about this. It should be as easy and immediately to use as possible. Right now, when you invite a new user, here in the org tab, you get this code. You send this code to the new user, for instance, via email. If they download the client app and enter the code, then they are part of the organization. That's it. They get assigned a random user, and they can later change all this data to their own name, their own info, their own email address. But right now, I'm not even verifying emails, which I might have to do later, but currently I'm not implementing any transactional email services. But what's finished already is, for instance, the group management. It's almost finished. You have different groups. You can create a new group, add an image, description, and so on. There are two kinds of groups. There is a live chat and what is called a Mitteilungstafel here, which is German, of course. It's a bulletin board. So you might wonder, why do I prototype in the German language? Well, as you probably guess, it's my native tongue. But that's not really the reason. The reason is that German is a bit more verbose than English. And if you're prototyping a GUI, generally if you develop a GUI, it's a good idea to use a more verbose language. Because if you do it in English, then everything might look great and fit. And later you switch to a language like French or German, and every button will look like crap. The buttons will be too large or too short and so on. So because these languages take more space. Now, German is less verbose than French, I think. So this is not a foolproof method. But since French, I know some French, but French is not my native tongue, so I don't want to start with French. So I'm using German. Right. And that's basically the stage of this application. I have organization settings and some basic account management. So the idea is later to implement some real functionality. And then the original idea was to have many small apps. But maybe I will have to change this idea, because first of all, the apps are not that small, depending on the framework you use. So the download size will increase. Also, having many small apps can lead to problems on mobile platforms. As you probably know, on Android, it's not trivial to exchange data between apps and to bundle them. So maybe I will put everything in one app. But yeah, the idea is to have some functionality that people find useful and that solves some problems for people. Right now, I'm implementing the user management, file transfer, and group chat, because that's core functionality that any kind of application that is distributed needs. But in the end, probably it's going to be some digital asset management software. And I already have a prototype elsewhere for that I can then use. But right. So that's, as you can see, is very early alpha. And this is basically just for me to document this process, so I can show to myself whether I have made progress or what I'm working on. And if you find it interesting, yeah, well, that's even better. Subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. So that's all for today. Hope to see you next time, and bye. Have a good day.